So Thermaltake came out with a really cool case that is available on CES as of right now. And well, not available on CES, but actually showed on CES. And I was really excited about it. I thought it was really cool. So taking back to just Thermaltake in general. So I actually used to have this case right here. This is the Thermaltake Core V1. I had this guy for a little bit and it wasn't actually my main rig, but I really liked it. It was kind of nice. It was portable. This is the only case I've ever had a Thermaltake. Everything else has not been Thermaltake. I've had different types of cases throughout the years. I've had almost every case. I've had a lot of cases, bro. I don't know. I have a problem. Generally, when it comes to ITX form factors, I buy several different cases and I just kind of go from case to case to case to case. And it all really kind of depends on the graphics card that I end up with. And I try to get the smallest graphics card that can fit in the best case and the smallest case because I wanted my main rig to be portable, though I don't ever go anywhere, especially now that I stream. So, you know, it's a problem and I don't know. It's kind of like a circular loop of me buying many ITX cases. But yeah, I used to run this guy and I really liked it. It was okay. It did what it needed to do, but it really wasn't the greatest case in the world, right? Well, at CES, they revealed this guy here. This is the Thermaltake Tower 600, and that purple right there that Paul's Hardware is showing, shout out to Paul, by the way. I don't know him specifically, but I know Newegg. Okay, this was like 10, 15 years ago when I was doing, they did a contest, Newegg did, and basically it was like, how would you use Windows 8? And I basically made a video on how I would use Windows 8, and it was one of my first videos that I made, and it showed basically how I use it as a home theater PC, and since then I've been building home theater PCs ever since. But I won that contest and I won a whole lot of a whole lot of gifts and stuff like that. Xboxes, I won a laptop. It was like it was a pretty good amount of money in gifts and stuff like that from Newegg. So shout out to them because that really helped me back then. So yeah, the Thermaltake Tower 600, the Future Dark or Future Dusk is the one I was looking at. That looks absolutely amazing. I don't know if I actually have a card that's the same color. Like, it's very hard to find a card that's either not black or white. This white one is really nice. I like the purple though, man, because, you know, obviously, you know, purple is kind of what I mess with. So, you know, I would love to see a dark purple case like that. And it's kind of a bigger case. That's the only thing, you know, I really like smaller cases, but with a look like that, it's kind of hard for me to go away from it. It looks so good. The Tower 600 Gravel Sand is what that one is there. And oh my God, but that purple right there, bro, I think I found my next case. It gives you 4 USB 3 ports on the front plus a USB-C. I typically don't use my USB 3 ports on the front of my case or the USB-C port unless I have to. So there are certain situations that will force me into it because I use so many different ports, and I populate everything. I populate all my NVMe slots. I populate all my PCIe lanes for the most part. The reason why is because I run a lot of streaming cards. So this is going to be your Elgatos, things of that nature. So a lot of those cards that I run eat up a lot of PCIe lanes because I have a bunch of them. And so that way I can switch between Xbox, PS5, Switch, so on and so forth. And so I typically use all of the resources of the motherboard can provide, which forces me to use front panel USB-C, front panel USB 3, things of that nature. So it's nice that it does have USB 3, especially 4 of them. You really don't see that on front cases too often. It's been a very long time since you saw something like that. Tower 250 also in mint strawberry, which actually looks pretty cool. It looks like a popsicle, but seeing 4 USB 3 ports kind of is an homage to the past, you know, like, you know, half series and stuff like that. So I am kind of excited to see something like that, but the way it looks, the form factor and how pretty it is, and the fact that it's purple is just, it's giving me the right vibes, man. It's giving me the right colors. And plus, I like the cooling. I think the cooling would be pretty good. I don't know if it'll be enough to cool a 4090. I'd imagine so. Especially because it's kind of like going upward. So it's kind of creating an upward draft and going exhausting out the top, which is something that we really like. Something that I have here with the case that I currently have. And that top exhaust is always really good. So the Tower 250 and the Tower 600, I am very, very excited about this and I'm very excited to see this at CES.